Hi there you guys, welcome to Cyberpunk 2077 on Ryzen 7 5700X, RTX 5070, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM, game settings 1440p, max settings possible, there's resolution 1440p, max settings possible, DLAA including path tracing is enabled. Yeah, let's see how much we can. Oh no, I don't want to restart the to reset things to default settings. Anyway, GPU usage is 100% of course with 30 FPS. Of course that's with path tracing enabled. Path tracing is super intensive. Let's try to get in the car to see how much performance we get while driving. Let me lower the volume a bit more so you can hear me. Here we are, 26, 27 from 30 FPS. Where's the map? Well, yeah, let's go to this way. Recalculating frames. Let's try joining the fight over there. FPS is still the same. By the way, it's hot in here. Weather is so hot, that's why you see such the GPU reached such degree, 75. It's 40 degrees today outside. So yeah, this was enough for DLAA. Let's try frame gen. No, not the frame gen, I mean DLSS quality. 50 FPS with GPU usage still 100%, that's great. Feels much better, smoother. We'll drive the car after this, so yeah, 42, 45 for the loads at the moment. GPU 100% usage still. Of course, when we drive a car or something, we will lose some performance. Here we go. Can I pick up some stuff from here? Deepcool. Nice. Yeah, let's go back to the car. So, 53 for the average FPS, 41, 45 still for the lows. These are the max settings possible, but with DLSS set on quality. 1440p still, of course. I don't feel any stutters, no nothing. FPS dropped to 37 in here. In this place. 40, so yeah, this place is more intensive. Let me jump. So yeah, this was quality. I'll try DLA once again so I can see performance, cause we had 30 before. Are we getting like 20 in here or something, or less? Yeah, 24. Let's go back to quality and see the difference. 43. Yeah, I see. Alright, let's try now frame gen. Some settings will only take effect after the game has been restarted. Alright, let's save in here, and I see you after the restart. Back again with DLSS multi-frame generation is on, maximum settings possible including Pathtracing, 1440p, DLSS set on quality, and frame gen is on. Let's see how much we get. So from we had like 50 outside of the city, about 40 inside of the city. Now we're getting 80. So this is multi-frame gen 2 times. I'll try 4 times after this. There is some stutter there. A cub there. Anyway, they will keep spawning. Let's run. Their car, yeah. No, actually I want to go back to the city. I don't want to leave. Recalculating frames. CPU usage still 100%. (76 FPS), 81 for the average, 27-30 for the lows. That's fine, as max settings possible. So yeah, this was multi-frame gen 2 times. Let's try with 4 times. Recalculating frames. GPU usage is 100%. 135 FPS inside the city. I did not feel any input lags or something while testing frame gen. So yeah, that's completely fine. Play with anyway. Let's try get out and fight. Let's see if there is any input lags or something. Yeah, I don't feel any input lags. But if you do use DLA or something, it's gonna be horrible. That's a grenade. So yeah, this is multi-frame gen. Four times, and it's working perfectly fine. There's no input lags. Game working perfectly smooth. So yeah, let's try with different settings. I will have to restart the game, of course. Turn this off. Yeah. Let's try with no path tracing. Yeah, I'll just use ray tracing with maximum ray tracing settings possible. I think we will get like 60 more FPS, 60 plus FPS with maximum settings possible. I'll see you after the restart. So here we are again. Everything's set to max settings possible. DLA 1440p with ray tracing enabled. Let's see how much we can get. We're in the middle of the city, of course it's more intensive, and we are getting 35. I had like 40 before I started recording. Let's start from fighting. Of course, with some driving. Not much of a huge difference between path tracing and guns accuracy is absolute trash. Anyway, not much of a difference when it comes to performance between ray tracing and path tracing. I prefer path tracing with DLSS quality since both close to the same performance. Anyway, I don't feel any stutters. We're gonna be testing DLSS quality after this. Nice drifting there. It was by an accident. I need a faster car. Anyway, GPU usage is 100%, dropped to 88 there for some reason. You can't tell why. FPS dropped to 30 while driving. And yeah, 13, 28. Yeah, there was some stutters back then, that's why the usage dropped. Anyway, we need to find faster cars to escape the cops. I think this one will do. Come on, hurry up, I'm about to die. Here we go, we survived. That's enough for DLA. Let's try quality, then we can try frame gen. GPU usage is 90. 93, I think we're bottlenecked there, dropped to 87 with 60 FPS while driving. That's not so good. 58, 36. I need to get rid of the caps so we can walk peacefully. Maybe let's try, no. Anyway, let's just jump out and run. 57 with 95 GPU usage. $32, $39 for the lows. There is some small bottleneck there. 60 in here. Yeah, 92, we're definitely bottlenecked by the CPU. So yeah, this was DLSS quality. I think I'll have to restart the game for the frame gen. Let's see. Yeah, we need to. Anyway, I'll see you after the restart. Here we are with DLSS multi-frame gen 4 times, same settings, nothing changed. Let's see how much we can get. GPU usage is almost 100%. 200 FPS inside this city here. I'll start some fights, then we can get a car and see the how the performance would change. Oh, that's a cop. I want the cops to chase me. So, yeah, there they are. Here we go. Reload my gun, get the car. And here we are, GPU usage still 100%. FPS started dropping already. Oh, it's kinda stable there. So GPU usage still almost 100%. 180 there FPS, so yeah, expect some drops there while driving the car. Of course, I think there are other intensive areas in the city. 160 and 70 there. Yeah, so this area is more intensive than the other. Cops still chasing me. Yeah, so this was max settings with Raytracing, frame gen, DLSS quality. I'll change this to, what's that there? It's kinda jet or something. Anyway, let's turn off frame gen, push this to DLAA. By the way, all these Raytracing settings does not affect performance much, except if you push this to off right here, it will give you like 10 to 12 more FPS. Anyway, let's turn off Raytracing, keep the rest of the settings to max, apply this, and I'll see you after the restart. And here we are once more with 1440p DLAA. It's the transformer model. Yeah, it is. Raytracing is off, max settings possible in the game. Frame gen is off at the moment, and we are getting 99 GPU usage with 68, 67. Oh, come on, man, give me your car. 64 FPS, give me this. Oh, come on. I'll need to shoot someone. Yeah, that's how you can get a car. What's wrong with this car? It's driving on its own, but let's leave it. I don't like cars to drive on their own. Anyway, let's go back to the fight and those. The one who shot me, can't find him. Where is he? Anyway, so 70 FPS there, 70 average, 41, 40, 52 for the lows, still 99 GPU usage. Get me this car, give me this car. Let's see how. What's wrong with the cars driving on themselves? I'm not doing anything. Is there auto drive on this? Yeah, I think there is, yeah. Anyway, 67.7. Oh, now I can drive. Anyway, let's go back to the city. I like the car physics in this game. So yeah, anyway, FPS dropped from 70 to 60s in the car inside the city. Yeah, you shouldn't walk here, you die. You too. Oh, there is a cop there. Or a thug, I'm not sure. Are the cops chasing me? FPS dropped to 60. I thought we're gonna be like having like 60 with ray tracing, but actually we lost about 20 FPS. And now we are like 60, 70 with no ray tracing, max settings possible. So yeah, let's try quality. GPU temps dropped a bit. So GPU usage dropped to 78, 75. We were bottlenecked. We are officially bottlenecked there. 68, 70 with 86, 87 FPS. So yeah, expect the same thing with 1080p. I think I'll test it. 80 FPS. 87, so yeah, there is no way to have more frames with max settings possible except using frame gen. I think you can get more FPS with let me check the settings before I turn off the frame gen. So yeah, level of details. Yeah, I do think there are some settings that affect the CPU. Turning them down will cause you to get more frames. Anyway, I'll try this after frame gen. I'll see you in a few. So I just turned off frame gen with same settings, DLSS quality, and we are having almost 100% GPU usage with 180 FPS. Drop to 160 there. Anyway, 170. I like your car, give it to me. I need it. I like this car. Let's try to get it, to steal it. Oh, wherever. So yeah, 48, 60 for the lows. FPS is like between 160, 180. I think I'm leaving the city, that's fine. So yeah, this is max settings, DLSS quality 1440p with frame gen enabled, multi-frame gen 2 times enabled. Game is works perfectly fine with all settings except with DLA Pathtracing because it's so slow. So yeah, I'll see maybe if I can find the best settings to play this. So yeah, the only settings that can get you like plus 60 FPS with Pathtracing enabled is using DLSS to performance, transformer model of course. With max settings possible there. We are getting 60 FPS, or you can just activate frame gen with DLSS quality. That can give you a playable experience too. So yeah. But if you do this, turn off Pathtracing, turn on Raytracing, you'll be having like quite an experience. Unfortunately, DLSS, if you set that to DLA with I'll keep this to maximum. With ray tracing pushed to max settings possible, we'll get you like 40, 38, something like that, and that's not a playable experience. By the way, these settings right here does not give you much of a boost except this one right here. If you push it to ray traced lighting to off, it will give you some boost, like 20 FPS. Yeah, let's try do the opposite. still the same performance, so yeah. If you turn this down right here, you will get some more frames. So yeah, let's try pushing everything to low. Let's do this. Low settings, DLSS to quality. I mean DLA. Sharpens. So everything's set to low and medium. Let's see how much we can get. 150 FPS, 110. Yo, so yeah, there are some settings that are affecting the CPU. So yeah, if you wanna play on high settings with ray tracing turned off, let me say ray tracing. Let's try turning on ray tracing. Let's see how much we can get. So our FPS dropped from 110 to 40 FPS. What about... yeah, I was about to... Oh yeah, it doesn't work. Anyway, let's maybe try 1080p. Of course, gonna be bottlenecking the system. See you on few seconds. This is 1080p. Max settings possible, including ray tracing. Pathtracing is turned off. DLAA, everything's set to maximum, and we are getting 60 FPS. I'm actually disappointed with this performance. I thought we're gonna be having more, like 50, 70s, getting like 60 FPS on 1080p. That's weird. Anyway. The graphics looks absolutely blurry because I was running this on 1440p. And yeah, if you have a 1440p screen, don't do this, doesn't worth it. Do it only if you're like 1080p is only your only choice. So yeah. Let's try. Are we bottlenecked? Wait. I didn't see that. No, I don't think so. Let's try turning off ray tracing. See how much we get. 90 FPS, 97. That's acceptable. Oh yes, of course we're bottlenecked. Yeah. If you have better CPU, you're gonna be having way more than this. Let's try. One sec. Let's try DLSS quality with ray tracing enabled. 80 FPS with, of course, again bottlenecked by the CPU. So yeah. The only way to push your performance with if you're bottlenecked is by using FrameGen. Wait, I don't think you're gonna be bottlenecked if you wait, let's try turn all of these settings off and see. Are we? Yes, looks like it's the same performance. That's weird. Oh yeah, ray tracing is enabled. Oh yeah, here we go. 100 FPS. So yeah, the only way to play 100 FPS on raw performance, if you have this system, is by turning everything to low. But if you wanna still play on high max settings with ray tracing enabled and of course more frames, the only way to do that is by enabling FrameGen. The experience still great since there are no input lags and stuff. I didn't feel anything in my test right here. So yeah, this was Cyberpunk 2077 on Ryzen 7 5700X and RTX 5070, 32 gigs of DDR4 RAM. If you like this test, give me a thumbs up. If you wanna see me testing any other games, just let me know in the comments. Subscribe if you are new to the channel, and I'll see you on the next one.